I am especially pleased to be here because this is a tradition for all of us now. It's wonderful to be part of the creation and the establishment of an institution. And this conference has become institutionalized in our lives. We look forward to it every year. We talk about it after it's over. We talk about it before it starts. We always look forward to the tremendous speakers that come before us, to the workshops and the seminars, and especially to sharing time with each other, especially for those of us who don't get to spend a lot of time with each other during other times of the year. But most importantly, we learn when we're here, and that is paramount. I always learn. And I know you're going to learn today when you hear our speakers, and it is a great pleasure for me to be a small part of this program.
This is really what I want to share with you today. Success is not an outcome. It is a way of living. And the keys to living well are responsibility, relationships, and resilience. Success has to do first with knowing what your goals are, and then taking the responsibility, building the relationships, having the resilience to achieve them. Truly successful people know what they want, not so much in terms of specific outcomes, but in terms of balance and direction. They believe they are responsible for their lives, not fate or other people. They have strong relationships at home, at work, and beyond. They have the resilience and optimism to profit from change, both positive change in the form of opportunities and difficult change that comes from setbacks. While some people use different words, these common themes, responsibility, relationships, and resilience, emerge as success strategies in the advice and experiences of many accomplished women that I know. And as I look back, they factor strongly in my own experience.
And to all of the other distinguished guests and friends of the Women's Center, I thank you today for being here this afternoon. But I want to thank the Women's Center literally for being there every day, for providing guidance and support to women in tough spots, for not just talking the talk, but for literally for helping us to walk the walk, and for serving as role models for women throughout this country. And as we look around this room today, we know that our world is getting smaller. We know that thanks to the leadership of people like Steve Case in particular, technology is exploding everywhere. America is online, and we are wired for the future. But it is so important that we do what it is you are doing here today, and that is to focus on the most important and fundamental connection of all, and that is the human connection, because that is what will really endure. And that is what you are doing here. You are focusing on those connections and giving of your time, your energy, and of your spirit. And so I'm proud to be in this room with you this afternoon.
And to be called a pioneer. Pioneer is one, as I see it, that I feel that I stand really on the shoulders of so many women, great women. And a pioneer stands also, is a stand-in. I feel that I accept this award also as a stand-in for so many women whose names may never be known, but who have made a difference in all of our lives. And so I thank the Women's Center for being there. Thank you for the role in mentoring and counseling. Thank you for keeping the issues, but helping us all understand the importance of networking. As I looked at the theme and thought about leadership, the thought that comes to me so much is that through so many women I have worked with, I've come to understand leadership in a wide range. But one of them that I want to mention today is the capacity and willingness to do what is needed in the situation, to respond to the needs as they are, to respond to the needs of the people as they see them, to respond to what it takes to move forward.
That what we're trying to give to people truly is the freedom to choose, the freedom to achieve economic superiority, the freedom to compete, and the freedom to win, the freedom to stay home, the freedom that knowing raising a family is of value, not just on Mother's Day, but is truly of value in the community of this world, and the freedom to sit with whom we like. Sometimes it's all girls.
And the sense of community, in turn, will help us understand, accept, and then embrace the next round of change that technology brings. The online medium is changing the way we live and the way we work, the way we learn new things, the way we get our news, the way we buy products and services, and the way we communicate with friends and families. All of this is beginning to change. I'm sure you see this too in your own lives, as many of you may be online and see how you and your families are starting to be connected in new ways through the online medium. If there's any one challenge that has defined the 1990s, it's our society's struggle to balance the competing demands of work and family. You've already heard a lot about that today. Those of us who have children know that softball games and parent-teacher conferences and Parents' Day, which is where I was this morning, which is why I was a little late, and temper tantrums don't always fit neatly around mom and dad's work schedules. Time is the most precious commodity we have, and the internet allows us to use it a little bit more efficiently.
Please follow me through as we acknowledge the sponsors. The AOL Foundation, Chevy Chase Bank, EDS, Lytton PRC, Media General Cable, Completed Systems, Diane Cox Bashir Communities, Nordstrom, Wes and Jacqueline Peoples Foundation, Bell Atlantic, ENC Marketing, Allied Research Corporation, Experian, Unisys, and Tiffany and Company. Would all of you representing our corporate sponsorships and supporters please stand so that we can applaud you now? Thank you. Wonderful. We thank you. Thank you so much. On behalf of all the individuals and people that the Women's Center supports, not to mention this special day that you are endorsing, please let me be the agent of conveyance and expressing our gratitude on behalf of others.
Our support of the center seems so right, as NationsBank and the Women's Center share similar goals of community and leadership. Work and family issues are important because they go to the heart of how we live our lives, and also because the choices we make say something about who we are and what we believe. Who we are, NationsBank, soon to be Bank of America in this area on August 31st, is a company that remains 70% women. As a company, we are committed to providing work-family balance programs, and it is essential to our success. What we believe, let's face it, there is more to getting out of bed in the morning than going to work. And we have to balance the three parts of our lives: family, work, and community. They do not exist apart from each other. On the contrary, each is wholly dependent on each other, and we need, as women, to value each part.